looking at the camera angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You business people.
Yeah.
Oh,
Teach
shit.
the truth.
Come on now. Come
What
on.
was that?
No.
What was that all about?
Mashing all the wrong buttons.
I ain't mashing nothing wrong.
I think it's just the heads.
You know what it was? We were so hyped coming in.
We came in hot. Yeah, we did come in real hot.
Touch the mic. Go ahead.
Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is Qiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmund.
This program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka CDAS.
CDAS.
And we would like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because
smart
is the new
gangsta,
baby.
And if you don't know,
now you know.
No. You never know how many of those words you're going to get.
Why? Just do that. Why?
I'm here today.
You here for it?
Why?
You here for it?
I wish it was the horn, like
we got. I'll bring the button back. We'll bring that. We got a horn.
You would.
Yeah.
That'd be the end of Qiana career.
That really would be the end of that'll do it. That might sideline me too, man.
Give me the horn.
This early.
Give me the horn.
I don't think they're shooting at 7 something in the morning though.
No, they're not.
No, honestly, it wouldn't be the end of our career. It would be the end of
yeah. Just don't take his life. That's all. Don't take his life. Let him live, Qiana. Let him live, man.
Oh man.
So it's Freestyle Friday, and what's in that too? Like they done sprayed it and now pumping.
Oh Lord.
Hey, y'all, listen. Whoever using it,
man, you done sprayed it.
Use it. Contains under pressure air. It said, you don't say it.
It's something they use.
You only read 2 seconds of it.
Whatever you
and talking about
it gave me a reaction though.
It showed me too.
Never.
Yeah. But anyway, we want to let the people know, man. It's Freestyle Friday. You're listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club on 99.1 UJM. On Facebook, man. Facebook.com/Tampa Club. Also on YouTube. Go to the YouTube page, man. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, y'all. Help us get them numbers up over there on YouTube, man.
And
we doing something.
Yeah, we're doing a 99 Jam Station spring marathon. Listen, we're almost to the end. It is until the 30th of this month.
So you got 5 days.
5 wonderful days.
Because I'm counting the day, so
okay, yeah. Today's the day. Yeah, because
you count the day too. Yeah.
Right. And so we're trying to raise $10,000.
Come on, man.
Listen, you can cash app us, bring us checks, do whatever
help us
you
get
need
it, man.
Come on, man.
Help us get it. Come on, man. Y'all know we need this money over here, man. Come on, man. Come on. Stop playing like y'all don't think we need this money.
It is community radio.
It really is. Y'all be wondering why one of the mics sound different, you know what I'm saying? Or why the camera be going in and out sometime, and like we really want to make some upgrades over here, man.
Yeah.
And keeping the lights on.
And you gonna feel it. Y'all
and we want to stay on air.
Yes.
So listen, this is how we do it. This is
how we do it.
This is how we do it. Like nobody's flavor. Okay, all right. So listen.
That's how you say the words. That's how you not mess up the words, right?
But we can home. Okay, so listen. $10,000 is a goal.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I am super happy
for
the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club supporters, the fans, because y'all have been coming in, y'all been showing up and showing out. So continue.
Real deal. Thank y'all. Appreciate that.
Continue. If you do donate, you will receive a CD of your favorite show on demand.
Yeah.
You could call 727-637-2416 or 813-419-2035.
Yeah.
If you need to talk to somebody other than that, we done gave out cash apps. You can go to the website. And the other way we're collecting money is the stars.
Yes, send stars, man.
Send them.
They're only a penny a piece, and if you buy, the more you buy, you get them in a penny.
Yes. Yes, Lord.
Yes, Lord. The South St. Pete Economic Conference 2024, man. I should have brought the buttons because we just want to hats off, salute, applaud, drop bombs, man. Great job last night, Mr. Edmund, man.
He did his thing.
Yeah.
No, y'all did.
Amazing.
This was a team effort. Big shouts out to all the panelists.
Yes.
Because the facts were in the building.
Yes.
And the panelists were so inspiring by the time we got to the question, and it was just on fire.
Yeah.
Nobody at first it was like 2 people raised their hand.
Right.
Then before you know it's 3 more.
Yeah.
Then by the time I get to the last person, it's 2 more.
Right.
I get to the last person, it's 3 more.
Yeah. Every last one inspired two more last ones. Yeah. No, I saw you. Like,
and you know what?
My hand over here. You see me?
And the
I got something I
atmosphere
want to
was
say.
so comfortable. People started. Like usually people say what they got to say. You have some people who want to like be drawn out, but everybody wanted to tell their story.
Yeah, it was.
Everybody really wanted to tell the story. So I want to say, I know it was a team effort, but you're the one who.
Yeah.
I have to give hats off to you because you brought it to the team.
Yeah.
And the team was like, all right, just tell us, put us in, coach.
Visionary leadership.
Yes, thank you.
And community organizing at its best, man.
It was definitely amazing.
Hey, Dan.
And we're
shout out to the community too. Yeah.
Yes, the community was in the building.
And look, I gotta say this now. So you know, Brother John ain't running for District 7, and there's some candidates running. And I gotta tell you, man, Dan been showing up.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like shout out to Dan, man. He really been showing up and not just showing up like physically, but like with ideas and really trying to do it for real. So if y'all watching what's happening with the District 7, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Just keep your eyes on who doing it, you know what I mean, and how they showing up, man. And I gotta say, Dan really been showing up in a big way. Yeah. And really, I gotta say it, just being honest, man. Even before this, you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't just start showing up. You know what I mean, with the campaign.
No,
I've been seeing him more just because we've been in the same spaces, but he been doing it. He been doing a lot of good stuff for the community,
Dan
man.
really do great stuff for the community. He done partner up with a lot of people and help people do stuff that they wouldn't necessarily have access to.
Right.
And you made, and I'm gonna tell you this is that.
Hold on. This ain't this Freestyle Friday, y'all, and the views expressed are the views of. But check this out. White privilege. Dan been using his white privilege to help black people, man. I'm just saying.
But no, if you
because you like what you was just saying, like that's white privilege.
So we're gonna invite Dan on. Dan.
So if you're gonna use your white privilege, you might as well use it in a good way. So him, Pastor Andy, they're good at using it, not in a negative. They know what they have and they use it in a good way.
So it's Freestyle Friday. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
All right, we'll run it, sir.
Let's talk about white privilege, right? Being used to help black folks.
White privilege being used to help black people. Oh man. So yes.
There's more than a lot of instances of this. Because you go way back to the civil rights era.
Yeah.
A lot of the funding, a lot of this came from
a lot of the resources,
white folks.
Yeah.
I mean, just let's write it down. True. A lot of those buses. A lot. So when I went to the March on Washington reunion,
was that okay? So
I went to Selma too, because there's another one.
I was about to say, you haven't been there. Yeah. So you said that was in Washington D.C.
In Washington D.C.
Yes, sir.
How those people got there.
Yeah.
How those buses were gassed up and how those folks got there. It was a lot of well-meaning white folks in the back cutting a whole bunch of big checks.
Yeah. Right.
And history didn't necessarily record it like that.
Right.
But after you go through it and you look, and it was like, hey, this was the guy, him and his wife did this.
Mm-hmm.
This was the guy, him and his wife got the buses.
Well, you know what? History will show you that. But also what happens is that's why we can be trusting to white folks. Like, let's say that, right? It's because we know that there are some good ones out there. We don't subscribe to all.
You know some good ones out there. There's some good white folks out there. Hey, yo, we know it's some good white folks. All the good white folks, we appreciate y'all, man. We know it's some good white folks out there.
But for real, no, there is. Like, you know what? There's good and bad and everything. Just like there's some good black folks like us.
There's some good black people out there, too.
And it is so bad.
Listen, we ain't into the stereotypes, but it is what it is.
But yeah, it is. I mean, we call it how it is.
We got to. That's why I said the views expressed. You see, I knew that's where we was gonna end up in a situation where we had to clarify.
We got to clarify. If we want to clarify, there's some good white folks.
Yeah. He good white people, man.
Yeah,
he will.
And fill in the gaps and really to get where we want to go. That's what's going to be.
And he's consistent. He's consistent and persistent. Y'all gonna hear me? That's kind of my little thing now.
So let's talk about this in this way then. Freestyle Friday, y'all. Give us a call, 727-637-2416. Do you have to be black to hold the black seat?
Not necessarily. Good morning.
Does the black face make it a black seat? Or does the geography make it a black seat, and then you get a representative to represent the interest of people?
So
I'm kind of answering my question the way I want to answer.
Yeah, because I was gonna say my number one thought on that is that we need representation that's gonna represent the community at this time in a way kind of like never before.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Because we're in a time like never before.
So you need some representation.
We need leadership like never before.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
and whether it's white, black, brown, Puerto Rican, or Haitian. You get what I'm saying?
That sounds like a bar.
So I want to say this is District 7 because it's a black majority. That's what they say, right?
Yeah. That's what. Yeah. The demographics are changing fast, but right now it's still a majority black district.
So let me say, whoever takes that seat, and this is a shout out to you, is that you have done so well and did so much. Your time in that seat is that somebody who takes that seat needs to be able to grab that torch and keep it moving and not be stagnant or fall back into where it was. You know what I mean? No shots to nobody else, but you've done so much.
Yeah. No, I hear that.
And so for me at the point when I'm looking, I'm in District 7, I want somebody who is gonna like fight for us. Right? And so I don't care what color you are. You know what I mean? I just want the situation to be right.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, so
yeah. No, and that came up last night as well. When we were talking about that was a part of the economic conference. I think it was Eric Jackson. Shout out to Eric Jackson, Story 727. And he was, it was the theme, was the future of South St. Pete, and we were talking about economics.
Yes.
And he was like, man, it ain't about white, it's about green. You know what I'm saying? And really talking about the resources and things that we need. And so I was just wanted to float that. I'd love to continue to have conversations. We said white privilege. So white privilege refers to the social or societal advantages and benefits that white people experience simply because they're white, off without being consciously aware of them. These advantages can manifest in various aspects of life, education, employment, housing, and criminal justice, and the criminal justice system, among others. It's important to recognize and understand white privilege to work towards a more equitable society. Let me do that again. It's important to recognize and understand white privilege to work towards a more equitable society. We got a call. It's Freestyle Friday. You on the air, man. What's on your mind, man?
Introduce yourself.
Hello. This is Reverend Don't You Know No Good. How y'all doing?
We doing good, Reverend Don't You Know No Good.
Go ahead. And I just want to praise Brother John. I know he's going on his way out of District 7. And I want to announce I don't pick my name and ring in the hat, and I'm running for District 7. And I want all the preachers and churches to get out there and get behind me. Because I got a lot of things I want to do. I'm giving out free microwave ponytails at all the dealers.
All right.
I'll make sure we get extra money on our food card.
Okay.
And I'll make sure everybody gets some free gas, $2 on me, $2.50 every Wednesday. But you got to catch me. If you don't catch me, you might run out of gas. I'm letting you know, Reverend Don't You Know No Good. I'm coming through with all the best plans.
Yes.
I'm giving out free shots of Costa Domingos every Friday. They tired of their kids and their job. I'm just telling you, you just holler at Reverend Don't You Know No Good. You can come down to the church. I'll be behind Sunday's London's liquor store, and I'm giving out all brochures for everybody to go vote for me. I just want y'all to get shirts and it's up there and tennis.
Right on.
Sure, everybody get free tickets to David Davis coming especially in September.
Appreciate it.
I'll let y'all later.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family. Reverend Don't You Know No Good.
And
Don't you know no good?
And First Lady, no good.
You should have. First Lady, you should have. You should have knew better.
Hey. Would since we're talking about like white privilege, right? I will tell you this is sometimes, and it's crazy when you're looking at a lot of the opportunities and the business deals that you end up doing, end up being with white people. Like we'll go and knock on the doors of our neighbors or people that look like us and that we know, and it will give us harder time. Sometimes, not all, because we don't subscribe to all.
It ain't easy.
And then we'll go to somebody else that don't look like us, who we maybe even like, man, they might not even help us. And then they open up the whole kingdom.
Yeah. Yeah. I've experienced that.
So I'm thinking honestly with the way we need help in this community.
Mm-hmm.
What we gonna have to do, not only work together and band together, but we also got to reach out to others.
Yeah.
And build the coalitions and build the teams, because last night one of the things I liked about it most, it was a mixed room.
Yeah.
People had something to say. It wasn't just the old black people talking. It wasn't just the young white people talking.
Yeah.
Everybody spoke what was on their mind.
Right.
Because I feel the room really looked like
the community.
Like,
it looked like the district.
you're right.
It looked like the
You're
district.
right. 60% black.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
It
30%
looked, yeah.
others white and others. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
And they were it was people listening to learn. One of the white dudes got up and said, "Wow, I got so many emotions right now."
Yeah.
And I just really want to say this, but wow, hearing
I got so much,
it's so much, and I'm like, wow, this is what we here for.
Though. Yeah. No, it was amazing. It really was, and it just like you said, hearing from people, hearing their stories, and then the resources that was in the room, man.
Yes,
you had
in the building, baby.
What's his name? I want to say doctor, but I don't know. The brother from St. College.
Yeah, I knew that's where you was.
Yeah.
So, it's
Karan. Go ahead.
If y'all didn't know, was I stealing your thunder?
You got it. It's all Freestyle Friday.
So if you didn't know, any child that graduate from Bogosiega, Lakewood High School, or Gibbs,
okay,
they have a promise scholarship.
And we'll invite them on to talk more about those scholarships, the promise scholarship.
As long as you graduate high school.
The authentic high school graduation, not the...
They scooted you through and you...
Not the other three forms of graduation. And I'm not because graduation coming up. Big shouts out to the graduates.
But you know what?
So
we talking about the program.
Some people are walking with less than a high school diploma, so we got to let them know.
So the program is not for them.
Yes, you got to let them know you need the authentic high school diploma.
But they probably, talk to them because let's talk to them because they may help you.
We'll bring them in.
I hear you.
And I heard him last night too, and he said you needed a standard diploma.
Yeah, but we make him break rules all the time. So,
but I mean,
no, we don't break them. We revise and update. We amend. We ain't breaking no rules.
We amending the
rules. That's all.
Here we go. We're amending the rules.
Can I have a friendly amendment, my brother?
I second that emotion.
But it's a 2-year degree.
It's a 2-year degree that you can get. Now, for the people with the other diplomas, right? Because I'm not.
He almost spit out his drink.
That
was the wrong place to do it.
Right, no, that would have been. But because some people have a completion of high school.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Correct.
And you completed all the credits that you needed, but you didn't pass like a standardized test. Right? And so don't let that deter you. Like, go through the summer program.
Yes, get your junk. Yeah.
And go ahead. So then that completion of high school becomes a diploma, because that's still a big accomplishment.
Oh yeah.
To complete, because you've done all your credits. You did all of that. You still get a diploma. It just said completion,
and that's what we probably gonna talk.
You showed up. We're
gonna talk about on another show, because we coming up on graduation.
Yeah.
Big shouts out to all the kids graduating. Big shouts out to the prom. Everything that's going on. And one of the things. Big shouts out to Keisha Edwards. She was the host last night.
Yes.
Representing the education, because that's one of the things we talked about.
Yeah.
The education, and we gotta really attack this thing on all fronts, because it's a multifaceted thing, and that's what that panel really was representing.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was representing
the different fronts.
The different fronts.
And you know what I like the fact that you had Walter Smith II over there on the panel to talk about it they talk about economics through the lens of
environmental, yes.
The environment.
We battling environmental stuff right now in Childs Park with that gas plant that's there.
Yeah.
And having Walter there, this man is an environmental engineer.
Right.
You know, I got called a phone a friend. That's what I did. I phoned a friend.
Yes, you did.
And I called an environmental engineer.
You got a friend. You friends with an environmental engineer. Miss Teresa, good morning. How you doing? JJ, it's good. I see you. Shout out to India Johnson, man.
Yes.
She doing her thing too, man. Heavenly Hands, man. I get all my cakes and everything.
And big shouts out to the Enoch Davis Center.
Yeah.
Big shouts out to the city of St.
Chris
Pete,
Lampley,
who is the head of the Enoch Davis Center, because we couldn't pull stuff like this off without those proper people being in place.
Yeah.
And you know what else?
What else?
We almost had standing room because
The
chairs was full.
The chairs was
Listen,
full.
wasn't nobody there at 5:45.
No, 5.
Qiana left to go get some spoons.
Yeah, I did. I got
right. Right. Come back, that thing swole.
Yeah.
It messed me up too.
But it's a good event because people.
I think I went to go get something from the car and came back and the room was full. I'm like, what happened?
When I started leaving,
like what? How did they come in?
I wouldn't even worry. Not see y'all. So I wasn't even worried about attendance because I was telling Brother John,
hey, no, you never, right in the front. You never worry about attendance.
Who is behind the camera? Don't even worry about that.
Man, this the one of the when you talk about breaking rules, right? One of the rules in organizing is you doing your confirmations. You want to try and count attendance. Who gonna be? Mr. Ed never worries about attendance.
No, it's not even.
And he don't measure success by the number of people in the room, man. That's one of the amendments to the rules.
Yeah, that's one of the
you know what I mean? Yeah, you amended the rules, and I had to buy in because I was old school organizer. Yeah, like, room.
How many people got coming? I don't know.
No. When I say how many people we got coming, he said we got between 200 and 200. we got between 200 and 200 that'll be there.
Make sure we got enough seats.
I'm like, can you narrow it down a little bit? He's like, okay, well maybe between 5 and 450.
Like, what you expected? No, but
what we doing, man?
But it was a beautiful thing last night.
Right. Sharonda was good.
They count empty chairs.
Right. Counted the chairs. Right.
That's real.
No, because the guy at Enoch Davis Center kept on bringing more chairs in. Like,
he did.
No, but that's right though.
But I was telling him, I was like, we good. He talking about, I'm just sitting
right here. No, he was right though.
Because people kept coming. Yeah,
people did keep coming.
The Enoch Davis Center was actually built for the community to do those exact things. To have meeting places. And big shots out to them. Y'all did a great job, Mr. Lampley, India, y'all whole staff, man. Because we can't do this stuff without y'all.
That's
true. Just to be honest.
Right.
That's true. So look, we gotta take a break, and then after the break, we got Miss Debbie Yachty in the building.
Yeah, the Chalk Festival 2024.
Yes, Lord. I'll stick around for it, man. We got some news. We got to ask Qiana. It's Freestyle Friday, so y'all can put y'all thoughts in the comments. So give us a call, man. But we'll be back at about 7 minutes after the hour.
Came up with some ginger ale.
Beautiful life. He got to come home. He didn't get to be known by the people of South Africa. He didn't get to be president of South Africa. It was never a concern. He got to hand over the baton to the man he used to call a born mass leader, Nelson Mandela, his best friend.
In 2006, the airport where Oliver Tambo had been welcomed back from exile was named after him.
Hello, I'm Gabe Ortiz, and this is WEDU Arts Plus. Based out of St. Pete, the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is a morning radio show about hip-hop life and urban culture. Meet the hosts who inform and empower their listeners.
I'm Jabbar Edman. I go by Mr. Edman. My role, I'm a host and I'm co-founder.
My name is Brother John Muhammad, Your Brother John, YourBrotherJohn.com. And my role on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is host or co-host.
I just go by Qiana. Sometimes you may hear the guys call me Q. I may say Q just depending on my personality that day. And I'm the female of the crew. I think I keep balance when you look at the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. So that's my role.
And I'm Bruce Moore Jr. A lot of people do know Bruce Moore Jr., obviously being born and raised here and going to school here, but there's many more people that know Reno.
St. Peter's small, and so the good things and bad things that come with a small city, everybody knowing each other, of course, would be one of the pluses.
My neighbors were not only just my neighbors, they became my family.
Trying to put that back now, like really getting back to a place where we know our neighbors and we look out for each other. There was a St. Pete that existed, south of Central, and then there was another St. Pete that existed north of Central and downtown. It was a struggle then, and I think it's still, somewhat a struggle for Black people in the city of St. Pete.
Even with every step of progress we make, it's still a struggle to, implement that progress.
Did y'all hear about the weed college, the first cannabis college
in Orlando?
Talk to us,
No, yeah, I've been looking at it.
This is serious, y'all.
Over a year ago.
If you got the charges, go and get the degrees, King. You got years of experience, man. It ain't like you come into a classroom with no data.
Elon Musk said that a drug dealer knows how to manage and run a business better.
I can't believe that.
The real facts, man.
I'm all about education. But what I'm saying is that we carry this industry on our backs.
The way we started the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, Jabbar approached me about what could we do, how can we do something together, and then an opportunity to promote Amendment 4. Amendment 4 is the, voting rights restoration to returning citizens. We were able to negotiate a deal where we got like 30 minutes on the radio, got 99 jams to talk about, Amendment 4 and other local, policies.
From Israel and stop censoring
to returning citizens. We were able to negotiate a deal where we got like 30 minutes on the radio, got 99 jams to talk about, Amendment 4 and other local, policies and politics. Enjoyed it, so we started doing it on Sundays as like a podcast with, at the time, Janet Michelle. She was our co-host, and she, filled that role until she moved. And then we had Carla Bristol, Carla B. She came in for a season. And then Reno was behind the scenes. He was always present because we did organizing together, so he'd come and hang out. And then the things that he was saying off camera was like, man, we might as well just have you on the show.
The negative thoughts that you is thinking about right now, or any particular subject, y'all, just flip it.
Turn problems into opportunities.
Problems are opportunities, man. Big shouts out to South Soprano, man.
Real deal, man.
We on the jump board together right now. Just being around people and clearly always talking, I just felt like at least learn something. So as you see that you're not going to shut up, you can have substance to your conversation and not just be labeled somebody who just love to talk.
Really being informative, looking to give the information that isn't readily available in our community.
Multiple meteorologists can look at the same data and come up with a different forecast.
And so now you take those models, take that data and say, okay, based upon all of that,
absolutely,
you might be in between here and there, and that's my know I'm saying speech. Most recently, after Carla B, transitioned out and went to do other things as well, Qiana, we invited Qiana.
I've been working with the guys for a while outside of this, and they called me to interview. And when I came in to interview that Sunday, after the show, they was like, hey, you need to be a part of the show. And I was like, okay.
I look at it almost like a band and the instruments, but it's just the instrument that we're using is our voices.
My voice is already kind of squeaky. I know my voice can get squeakier.
You have to have your radio voice on. And have that vocal control.
I talk lower when I need to calm it down. And when I'm very passionate about it, I slow it down. And because I want you to understand what I'm saying.
What's good for the geese is good for the gander. So if you keep it secrets, just know that she can too.
Okay, and see, Qiana, that's why you need it on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. You feel? So you gonna even things out. You know what I'm saying? I was just joking. You know what I'm saying?
We just understand power. And in terms of people's attention, because it costs, people's attention costs. That's why it's called pay attention.
We want to present local information right up there with, the trending topics.
One thing that's a common denominator with all of us is that we're all.
We are back.
We're back. We're back.
You know how to boom, boom, boom. I get that for Cran. Cran be in the blue rain. Boom, 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 boom.
That's his instrument.
Yeah, they like a acapella, their church acapella.
Oh,
Shout out
right.
the Rain.
That's right.
Shout out the Rain, their acapella church group. Shout out. Yes.
And if you don't know We want to welcome y'all back to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is Qiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmond.
This program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, a.k.a. See That?
See That.
And we like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because
smart
is
the new
gangster.
And if you don't know,
now you know.
Now you know.
No.
See,
no.
Something with that middle child and baby.
Oh,
the
and
middle
no,
and the baby.
It's
the middle and the baby.
No, because you hop right on in.
I just,
Yeah.
It's double Dutch. We got a guest in the building, but not really a guest.
Yes.
Friends, family, transcend all of that stuff. Miss Debbie Yachty, welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. Hey.
Yes.
Out there doing the radio land.
Doing well. Is that thing on? Okay.
She's definitely on.
Okay, got
Turn it
up.
up.
As soon as I turned it up, then you start
screaming. Yeah. No, I just want to make sure that they can hear. I can hear good.
Miss Debbie, what brings you to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club today?
I am so excited. First of all,
somebody said cannot hear her. Yeah.
Say
It's not in my headphones.
Oh no, her mic is.
Yeah, there you go.
We're
gonna have to share. There you go.
That one looks like it might be.
Yeah. So this is when we plug the spring marathon, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all donate and contribute so that don't happen. Yeah, that's right though. Yeah. We need that. Yeah.
Put it in the middle, so are you gonna have to?
I'm gonna sit here, enjoy the ride.
Oh, that might be. Nope.
Try it now. Shade tree mechanic. Turn it on.
It is.
It is, but it's just not on. It's on, but it ain't on.
Hey, y'all don't worry.
All right. So all right, cool. Spring marathon in full effect, man. Y'all donate, give us contributions. Miss Debbie, what brings you to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club was the question.
Okay, so first I want to say thank you to this club because you guys always give a platform for the community.
Oh,
thank you. And no matter what it is, you guys push it through. It could be 100 events happening in the same day, and y'all push it through.
Yeah, we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen.
And so on
Shout
May 4th. Saturday, May 4th is the Tampa Bay Chalk Festival.
Nice.
And if there's any other events happening, I say attend those, but please stop through for us as well.
That's right.
And we're going to be out there from 9 o'clock to 4 on Saturday, May 4th on the Deuces, Live. And we have the Deuces Park. We also have 22nd Street closed off from 7th Avenue South to 9th Avenue South. We are collaborating with the restaurants and businesses along the Deuces. We want to be able to give them, what they need in order to sustain themselves. We're also going to be working with a DJ from this very radio station. Super Dave is going to be playing music out there for us.
Old school flavor show.
Yes, and we also have a special guest DJ. Queen B is going to be out there with us as well.
Right on, Queen B.
And she's from 95.7. We also our theme for this event is going to be sustaining our community. It is it's about environmental consciousness. We are excited about the partners that we have. We have the Sierra Club that's going to be partnering with us, the Estuary program that's going to be partnering with us, City of St. Pete Recycling Program.
Nice.
Our theme for that day is to sustain our community. We actually want the community to know that Black and brown people and diversity are about our community. Just because we live here and it's growing and building, we still want to know what's happening in the gas plant.
Right.
We want to know about our air quality. We want to know what's happening to our water. And so these organizations are coming out there to put that information out there to us. In addition to 18 artists.
Hold on, that thought. One more second. Caller, introduce yourself.
Hello?
Hello, caller, introduce yourself.
Hi, yes, my name's Chris. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I have the right number. Is this Florida Lit Fest Incorporated?
It is not.
This is the
it's not my apologies. I'm sorry.
This is the radio. Okay,
all good.
Go ahead.
And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to have 18 professional artists and all some emerging artists come out. And the artwork that they're going to be placing on the sidewalk is going to be pertaining to the theme.
Okay.
And so it would be a great opportunity for individuals to come out and have a conversation with these artists. This festival is way beyond what most festivals are. We want to also let the city of St. Pete, Pinellas County, Pasco, Hillsborough, and all the other surrounding counties know that St. Petersburg is bringing in a revenue,
right,
and it is in relationship to art.
Right.
And so we have a lot of artists that are out there that want to get the message out. You know, we need rent stabilization.
Yeah.
You know, we're constantly beautifying the community, but what are you doing to help us?
Right.
That conversation is also in place with this event. But one of the greatest and most exciting things that are happening, we have a whole 2.5 blocks dedicated just for children and youth and adults, craft and arts. One of our partners we're excited about is the Salvador Dali Museum is going to tent with us, and they're going to have arts and crafts out there, along with Pinellas Diaspora Arts Project. Art PDAP is going to be out there. I mean, they are the hosts of this event. We're excited that PDAP continues to put art where it is not.
Yes.
Throughout all of our counties. I mean, we're all as far as Riverview all the way to Sarasota.
Nice.
We are doing programs. We are bringing in artists who are trying to sustain the craft so that as the city grows, we're not left out. We're growing along with it.
So I would ask you a question about the theme and just how did you land on that? Because I'll frame it this way because you know, we've been doing Smell Something, Say Something for a few years, and what I realized when we first began having conversations about environment, that wasn't really ranked as one of the top priorities in our community, and we were like elevating environmental justice along with our social justice advocacy. And so to see now that you got the theme around resiliency and really having conversations about the need for us to really operate in a sustainable way and to build sustainably, how did you all land on that as a
Well,
theme?
you might not know this, but you planted the seed.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And Jabbar planted the seed.
Wow.
And you know,
I did not know
there's
that.
some films. There's a
I had no idea. I had no idea that happened like that.
As you know, Jabbar's, there's a production that's happening around the gas plant, and we're excited about that. And you know, with all this building around us, you got to think about what is happening underground.
Yeah.
You know, and so
yeah.
and you know, and it's happening right in our community, and we know that the stigma is you build everything around us and within us, but you don't tell us about what's happening.
That's
at
right.
that time. So there are organizations that are on top of it, and this gives them a platform to let the community know what's going on. And artists are concerned about it too, because you know, we got them on scaffoldings. They want to be able to do the work, but they want to also be safe, you know, at the same time. And so not just safe because they're climbing buildings, but safe because it affects the environment. It affects what paint you put into the community, what was going into our water streams.
Right.
And that's so important. And, you know, we don't want to be like, you know, Detroit. We want to make sure that we know what's flowing.
That's right.
As we're building. I mean, all of this, it's a serious conversation that needs to happen while the infrastructure is happening as well. I mean, they're changing the skyline in St. Pete. What is it doing to our environment?
Right.
So this brings a different type of consciousness to it. And it also, if you have children are really concerned. I worked in 2 different schools, and they are concerned about what's happening around us.
Right.
I mean, every Wednesday we smell bread, but it might not always be bread in the area that we're smelling. You know?
I hear that.
So the question has been put out there. So how do we bring attention to what's happening in our environment, but at the same time having fun while we're doing it?
I love that. And I appreciate you so much for that, because it's necessary. And even like some of the common narratives about environmental justice, when this is all stuff that I was learning over the past 3 or 4 years when we really started, you know, going down this direction. But they were saying how a lot of the documents about environmental justice began in like the 70s and 80s. But then we had a brother that came in, I think it was Dr. Robert Bullitt, I want to say, Erica Hall, if you're listening, correct me if that's his name, if that's not his name. But Dr. Bullitt, he came in and he talked about how environmental justice has always been an issue in our community. like especially like the early 1900s and 1900s, you know what I mean, 1910s, the Native American, struggles around environment. And so it's like a continuation. Like we've been fighting these battles, but somewhere in our push for social justice, we deprioritize that for other things. And now we're in areas where we breathe in, things that we shouldn't be breathing. We drinking water that we should, or we growing our garden in soil that may be contaminated. But this is not a new phenomenon.
And you think you're doing something good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you growing a garden, but you don't know the soil is bad.
And you doing everything to stay healthy, and you still getting sick, and you are trying to figure out why.
Yeah, and they've been dealing with that for at least 100 years. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I have it's really interesting because like Sierra Club, for instance, they're putting forth the conversation. However, this also gives them opportunity to get volunteers. I have young people that talk about, I want to go and I want to work with animals. Okay. But they don't know that they can go along the shores and help save fish and turtles and so forth like that.
Right.
And also it gives them a trade. So what do? You I have all of these young people that are artists and they're drawing like nautical stuff and fishing, but they don't understand anything about it. So that's when the Sierra Code comes in and estuary program comes in, and they can grab hold of these young people in our community so they can start revitalizing our community in a nature way. Broad Hill Nature Park, they come in, they talk about what's happening right along Lake Magori. I mean, it's so important that we start to educate the community. Well, how do you do that? A lot of people don't have means to know. They might not have the funding. They always looking for recruits to come in, but these are also jobs that our young people can learn at the same time. So what do? You put young people in a community, or you create a atmosphere where they can get what they need. And they can ask the right questions, and then those organizations can pull them in and teach them. And it's a revolving door that needs to happen in this community. I feel like everything that St. Petersburg and Pinellas County, I'm going to say, and the surrounding counties are known for, we have to be very careful that we're going to lose it.
Wow. Shout out to Brian Perret. I see him on. He was the moderator for last night's conversation, and I appreciate your service, big brother. Thank you, President of Campbell Park Neighborhood Association. And when we talk about the green jobs, and we mentioned it a little bit last night, are you familiar with, I'm not sure, again, how familiar you are with this. So I'll just ask what some of those jobs are and what those opportunities are, because I know like solar panel installers is one of those things that when we talk about green jobs creation, you mentioned, working with the water and water quality. I know marine science has come up as another one of those things that so they got programs at Clam Bayou, for our children to engage in so that they can be out there in the water and really doing some testing. So do you have some other examples of what green jobs are?
One of the partners that are going to be tabling with us that day is the St. Petersburg Recycling Program.
Okay.
And so we're excited about that. And they are looking at bringing in more young people to understand, why recycling is so important. I mean,
I'm laughing because when you said that the St. Pete's Recycling Program, I'm at that age now where, I get I have stories and things pop up. And so I was just reflecting on how that program got started and our contribution to that as well. Mr. Edmond, I see you dropping. Remember when we were doing People's Budget Review and we had our, priority buckets, and sustainability was one of them. And there was like a spinoff of the People's Budget Review that became what we called the Sustainability Council. And one of the things that we were advocating for at that time was for citywide recycling. And so I remember just being a part of us drawing up, the play for citywide recycling, us giving feedback about, well, why are we paying for like we was in them rooms and we had some tough conversations about the implementation and rollout of citywide recycling, and to know like it's up and it's happening and now they're partnering, but that didn't exist. And I was a part of, by God's grace, the team that helped to create that. Yeah. Them early days. Yeah. We was like, man, ain't no, we do. We do, and then just talking about recycling and sustainability and the cost of it, because that was one of the things like our community was like, man, we ain't trying to do no recycling, man. We ain't trying to pay for that. And now you see it being embraced and accepted because we understand a little bit more about, you know, the impact that this has on our community. But to go from a community saying, man, ain't nobody trying to sort no garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like it was some times, and this was maybe like 13, 14, maybe 15 when we were doing those projects. So it's just funny, and I'm starting to really appreciate it more as I reflect on, you know, the journey, man. Like, yeah, I got to, because that was I remember those days, man. So when I hear you saying we're partnering with the city's recycling department, I'm like, dang, man, I remember it didn't even exist, man. Like, how crazy. Wow. You see what I'm saying? Like, you see it now it's making sense, because I'm like, dang, it's a whole department. They coming out doing it. And it didn't exist. Like,
and you never thought that it would come full
never,
circle
like, didn't even imagine
in a festival.
Yeah, with them
art.
supporting the community and being a part of the community and like, you know what I mean? So thank you for even including them and seeing that. Yeah.
When I say y'all planted the seed,
yeah,
y'all really planted the seed. And you just
to
never
God be the
know
glory, man.
how what you done in the community is gonna pay forward.
Yeah.
And really, you know, that's really important. You know,
that's what keep you going, man.
It does keep you going.
Because sometimes you don't see the results. You don't see it right away. Like the work that you're doing, the labor that you're doing, the things you endure, you know, the relationships and the people and all of that stuff. So, you know, when time passes and the story's told, it's like, okay, yeah, that sacrifice wasn't in vain. You know what I'm saying? And it is having an impact. So yeah,
so there's a lot of stuff that's going on this Saturday, and I know you told people to go visit other people
on May 4th.
On May 4th,
May the 4th be with you. That's a big date for in May the 4th.
It's
Star
the
Trek,
day before.
Yeah, Star Wars. Yeah.
You know, it's the day before Cinco de Mayo.
Okay. Yeah.
Cinco
Well, I
de
mean,
Mayo,
think
May
about
5th.
it. No, that's a different day, I think. That's every day.
But if you had to tell the people why they should choose your event.
Yeah, why should they choose this? Why should you prioritize the Chalk Festival
on next Saturday?
Well, I think we kind of covered
you did,
like, you know, at least 60% of why they should come out. The most important thing is that it's free.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
you got to spend this time.
That's the other 20%. You know, that is
Qiana, what's good?
You know, and it's not just for children and sports. It's for all ages. I mean, it's for all ages. Come out. What's exciting about it is that if you register, you get free chalk.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So you don't even have to do anything but come prepared to actually, you know, to do something on the ground. Last year we had such a great time with the whole side of the street just dedicated to children, and it's amazing how they covered the street with the word love and peace. I mean, they were on top of it. These kids was like 5 to like 26.
I was gonna ask you about ages.
And I mean,
and it's all ages.
It's all ages. And there was people out there, you know, in their 60s and 70s, like, I want to draw on the ground, and it was amazing to see. Once the street was done, all of the work, we talking both sides of the streets. Plus, we're going to have vendors in the middle of the street. And I didn't even tell you that St. Anthony's nurses are going to come out there and do a whole wellness check.
Love that. That's why you should prioritize.
That's another
prioritizing
thing.
This
and
is prioritizing
free.
yourself.
I mean, where can you go and get your blood pressure checked and stuff? And they are giving you referrals.
Yeah.
So that's a Ruby Hope, and she's with the Nurses Coalition for St. Anthony's, and she shows up with her nurses all the time. So she's going to be out there. That's an important part of it as well.
Right.
Also, the factory actually is partnering with us too, which is, everyone know that's Artist Co-op. That's a great organization that's partnering with us. Again, I mentioned the Sierra Club, the Estuary program. Most important that this
is that Maya Burke still over there at Estuary. I remember Maya. She would come on. Shout out to Maya Burke. Somebody tag Maya Burke. But I remember we would call her up when them red tide blooms would happen, and she would help us understand some of the stuff that was happening with the environment.
Is really going to talk about the coral reefs.
Yeah, Maya Burke. Yep.
They're going to address the coral reef program.
Okay.
Things that are going on, and that's important as well.
That feels good, man.
Yeah. It feels good when you see kids outside playing.
Yeah, right. That's like, right. Just that.
Yeah.
We actually got ways for you to get your kids outside.
Yeah. Don't go out and play no more to see a whole bunch of kids out there.
And it'll get them off their phones and get them off the games and get them to express, what they really, really feel is really interesting. I do have to tell you this, that the Creative Pinellas is one of our greatest sponsors.
Okay.
Also, the National Endowment of the Art is one of our greatest sponsors.
Right on.
I was part of the Placemakers grant. I wrote the grant. I had a great team that worked with me. We did get the grant, and then we had other funders that come in. So, I mean, it's an opportunity for you to use some of the free money that's coming into the state, know, and it's important that we show up in numbers because that's how we can continue to bring good programming like this.
Can I say this? I'm glad you said that. I hope. I thank you so much for this event. I thank you all you doing. There is a lot of arts grants and a lot of arts funding that we're not getting in the St. Pete area by way of Black artists.
Okay.
We have a very well funded art scene. And we need to get more of those dollars and resources to our community. The Chalk Festival is another one of those ways. Support the Chalk Festival in these events like the Chalk Festival.
Right.
Can you talk about some of that or any of that you know?
There's always, first of all, I'm going to say if you are somebody who write grants, there's always grants out there. I'm going to be honest with you. Some of them require you to do some stuff that you'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
But at the same time, the blessing is so much greater than aggravation.
Right.
And it brings revenue into the community. I mean, how can you pay people to work your event? How can you bring in artists to do the work? A lot of these artists are struggling and they'll be getting a stipend for doing the work that day. We have some emerging.
That's amazing.
It turns itself around. And then at the same time, the St. Petersburg Library is part of our is partnering with us too. And they're looking to register. People stop going to libraries. Guess what? There's still books out there you can read. You can still register and go into the library. So they're going to take table with us that day too.
Ask a librarian,
they're also
man.
bringing information about the environment.
Right.
And they're also bringing programs. So it was the idea and the concept to bring in organizations that's either going to produce revenue, help to bring in jobs, at the same time heal the environment, and at the same time bring art in as an adjective to help artists who are struggling, who are doing the work, who are putting work on buildings that give the conversation, telling the story about St. Pete.
Right.
Big shout out to Renee Edwards. She tagging people. Do you know Renee? Y'all, maybe you and Renee need to connect. Renee do Saturday morning shop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know her name. Yeah, I know her name.
Yeah.
That might be some synergy.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I just want to throw out some of the artist names that's going to be with us. So Maya Pink has been here, and she's an emerging artist.
I love Maya, man.
Also was part of the Pacemakers grant, and she along with the Green Book, they actually brought her on to do a project.
Dr. V, Henry Van Dyke, and Joshua Bean.
And so
Green Book of Tampa Bay.
The circle is coming together. And then we also got Roster Gary Taylor, who's been an artist in the community. If you don't know where he's at, he's located on First Avenue North and around about 17th Street. He has a big shoe outside. His brother is one of the first muralists in St. Pete. And a lot of people don't know that he is a fabulous chalk artist and that he is one of the artists that is commissioned to do artwork for the Buccaneers. So he's going to come out and feature some of his large chalk drawings as well. Then we got Bruno. He's out of the factory and he's a young man that's an emerging artist. We have a girl by the name of Eunice Parks. And she's actually on PDAP's board.
Man, y'all remember these names. Y'all hear these names, but
some serious
y'all got to remember these names and who these people are. Because you can say that, man, I remember they said that name on the Breakfast Club, and now this person is that person. you heard it here first. If you don't know who these people are, man, start checking for them.
We have an emerging artist by the name of Qiana Scott, who's going to be coming out and doing some work. And we got the Williams brothers. We got Anthony Williams and Christopher Williams.
I met those brothers. Yeah,
Them brothers got a deep story, and
they really do.
They're really.
I remember they did a I don't know what you call it when you display your art. I can't. The word is escaping me.
A showcase.
Yep. They have a
we can say that. It's a fancy word though. I can't think of the fancy word. But they did a showcase
gallery showings.
Really and I saw their work and it's really, really good work.
And if you know Freeman, who's also known as James Kishin, he actually did one of the letters in front of the Carter G. Woodson.
Okay.
He's actually one of the artists for that day as well. He's a former tattoo artist he's a bad
He
actually did this tattoo right here.
All right.
Oh,
now.
wow. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But a lot of people, his work is
we support Black
evolving.
artists.
So we have some really great professional artists right here in the community.
Yeah, we do.
We also have Yoni Rodriguez. I always say his first name wrong, but he's a brother from out of Tampa.
Okay.
And he last year he did a really great piece with I forget.
Yeah.
The artist, he
did a really great piece.
He did a really great piece.
He doing things.
Great
Pastor Senior, man, I see you. Thank you for watching.
Oh, and I got Swirly Painter. Swirly Painter. Oh my God, that sister, she got a deep story too. She is a recovering addict who is blowing up the scene. She is a muralist that kills it. She has work all over the United States.
Right.
And so she's coming back out to do her thing. So
that's amazing.
I'm gonna get me some chalk and I'm gonna do me a piece this year. I'm gonna bring out some children with me and we gonna do a piece.
All you gotta do is register and you don't even have to get no chalk.
If you register, you get chalk. Yeah. No, you ain't got to bring your own. So register. Just register. Register and chalk come with the registration. So Miss Debbie already did it.
Oh, and
she already did her part.
I didn't even.
She already did. You asking her to do something she already did. That's what Qiana. That's what you're trying to say, Qiana. She already did. She got your chalk. You just got to go through the process to get it.
Somebody got to put you through something because you know how you are.
Exactly. Look, and we don't say. See, you saying it correctly. We don't say you know how you are. We say you know how you is. You know how you is.
First of all, he's the middle child everywhere he is at.
Yeah. Man, it's because we love him though. That's the whole thing. That's all.
But we got a really great lineup happening. I didn't even mention that Eckerd College is a part of this. Nomad. I mean, we have
shout out
so
to Nomad
many
Art Bus.
people who pay school for girls.
Yep.
Actually,
man,
y'all need to know about pay school for girls. I'm telling you,
you bringing them out.
Our young women in our community need to be focused, and it's a great program.
There's so many resources, like the people in the groups that you naming. Like, man, come on, community, we got to be here, man.
And
that's my spring marathon thing. Come on, man.
Yeah. And I did.
Come on, man.
I didn't mention this, but the Artist Exchange, which is WADA, they're gonna allow us to use their parking lot.
Okay.
And I'm gonna mention her name, Officer Grasso. She is a community events officer. She does a lot of work for the mayor. A lot of times she's very, very busy.
Yeah.
But she does her thing. And we also have the Manhattan Casino parking lot that's going to allow us to use their parking lot. I have to tell you that Hebby's is coming through for us. They're supplying meals for our staff and our artists for that day. The Rays is also. And the Catalyst was like, whatever y'all want us to do.
We'll shout out to the Catalyst. They always say that, though.
Urban Drinkery
and they don't disappoint.
It's just
shout out to Urban. Man, look at D7 representing. The Deuces is holding it down, man.
Deuces is on fire.
Yeah,
and I have to say, Deuces Live.
Yep.
You know, that whole group in there.
Latora
like,
and
whatever
the board.
You want us to do if you need a restroom, we will help you get it.
Yeah.
Now, question: are you staying with us for the rest of the day?
You gonna hang out?
Absolutely, because I got to stay for Ask Qiana. That's the best thing on the
You ever ask Qiana, right?
I'll be like, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's always fun. So, if it was a final thought that you had about the Chalk Festival that you wanted to give people, and let them know this is why you should come. And Mama Blue say, "Hey, sis."
Okay, cool. I just want to say that this is for the community. It's not for me. It's not for PDAP. It's not. It's for us.
Yeah.
And it's about us, for us, and why us? Because we need to get it together as a community.
I love that. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family, Mrs. Debbie Yachty. Thank you for coming and thank you for being here and thank you for hanging out. You're listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, the new 99 Jams morning show. And we're here on WUJM 99.1 FM. And we rely on the support of listeners like you to help us keep going. So if you'd like to donate or contribute or become a show sponsor, you can do so by going to 99jamstheberg.com. 99jamstheberg.com.
So good morning, Mom. Hey, Tony. Hey, Lomax.
Brown.
Yeah, we ain't seen Tony on here.
Yeah.
We've been so busy.
Man, big shouts out to T Brown, the barber, doing big things in the community. I can't say this enough, brother. I'm so proud of you, man. Keep up the good work. And major salute.
Yeah, I heard that. You said that with your chest too, radio voice and all. Like he meant that to you. I see what
shout
you
out
did.
to my
He
dog.
leaned in. Like he leaned in. You mean that one for real?
Usually we can tell him talking the mic.
Yeah. Nah, he like in it. But T, we love you, man. I appreciate that. Miss Cynthia, thank you for that acknowledgement. Sarita Red, thank you. I appreciate that. She said, that's my aunt. I'll be there from New York.
Oh, you got him.
Yeah, you got family flying in.
You flew her out.
You flew her out to the Chalk Festival. She getting flew out to the Chalk Festival. Well, look, the Chalk Festival is over at 4, and then we got a whole city that people take vacations to come to. So yeah.
And you're on the deuces, so there's so much more to do. Because when this end at 4, you could go to Urban Drinkery.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
It's places to go and things to do. We are in that city. So real quick, today is World Intellectual Property Day. I thought that was. I knew that was going to get that reaction from you, and because he always talking about intellectual property. So World Intellectual Property Day celebrates the importance of intellectual property rights in fostering creativity and innovation. Established by the World Intellectual Property Organization, this day highlights the role of patents, trademarks, copyrights, and other forms of intellectual property, promoting economic growth and cultural development. So shout out to that.
Big shouts out to all the intellectual property holders out there. Miss Debbie, you're an intellectual property holder. Yes, big shouts out to Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. Some people don't know what intellectual property is.
And you gonna tell them. And you gonna tell them.
Intellectual property is the property created from your mind, from your intellect. So when you create something, write something, produce something, mastermind something, or whatever, that's your intellectual property. Whether it's a contract or agreement or a script or a whatever, the Chalk Festival is intellectual property,
right?
Because the mind made it.
Yep.
And then the mind produced it, and now you must protect it.
Yep.
Don't let them steal your idea.
And that's what today is. Right? That's what today is make sure you protect your intellectual property day. It's also Get Organized Day. Yep, Get Organized Day.
It's the day of me.
Yeah, it's all about you today, man. So Get Organized Day is dedicated. No, this one for me. I need this. I need this today.
I need it too, Brother John.
I think we all do. Go ahead.
We all do. Get Organized Day is dedicated to decluttering our lives and improving productivity.
I'm gonna go clean my car right now.
Whether it's tidying up our homes, organizing digital files, or creating to-do lists, this day serves as a reminder to streamline our surroundings and reduce stress. It's the perfect opportunity to embark upon a spring cleaning spree. Miss Tamisha, she was on the panel last night too. Thank you for tuning in.
So you just said you want to clean out every morning after the show. You know he started cleaning out his
You do
every morning.
I'm trying to figure out how you do that every day.
Listen,
you know he pick up what he do?
Yeah, because he do clean it out every day.
He pick out like 5 items.
Okay.
And toss them and then sit in the car. He never completed.
Okay, that's why it's every day. Okay, on every day and ongoing.
So one day, every day. But listen, I gotta say this. Because hanging around King Reno.
Yeah.
I used to be a real litter bug, y'all. That's why I pick up the trash and I do that because I know I used to be a real deal litter bug. I throw it out the window.
Yeah.
And I've stopped.
Yeah.
So sometimes you'll come across and be all kinds of junk in it because I won't throw it out in the street.
Okay, I got you.
I won't just toss it out the car. I gotta get to a garbage can or something I can throw it in, or I won't. It'll just stay there in the little bag in the back.
Okay.
I need to stop that.
Good stuff. That's a good practice.
Yeah, for real.
That's a good
And
practice.
King Reno really put that in there. Will Beast places, and this man will hold the trash.
Yeah.
I be like, dog, why you still holding that? I ain't just gonna throw it on the ground.
Yeah.
As you shouldn't.
Yeah. No, I had to learn that too, though.
You did. So you'll be surprised. People get mad because I will lock my windows. Yeah, if I tell you once I tell you like we don't litter, and then you like disrespectfully, like I'll lock my windows. You can't throw nothing out my window.
That's right, though.
Right, because this is like that's something I really believe in.
I grew into that too because I used to be a litter bug, and like when in my early days when I was a teenager and young, I throw that junk out on the side of the road.
I'm excited that y'all breaking the stigma because that's what this festival is
about. Yeah.
Because we need to break the stigma that brown and black people don't care about their community.
No, that couldn't be further from the truth.
Picking up stuff all the time, and that's how it starts. You know, and so it's like you said, your consciousness.
It
really messes with your consciousness.
I've grown up to be the guy who has like I got tools, so I got the little picker thing, and you know what I mean. Like I got the glove, like I got the whole like anti-litter kit, and I keep my.
I don't have the kit.
I got the kit. Look, when you do enough cleanups and you organize these cleanups, you start to realize, okay, the handles that they bring, we appreciate the tools that they get, but they don't always work right. So now I'm like, I got my own. It's custom made for my hands, and like, I'm like,
one of those. Listen,
I invested in the cleanups
I'm not
because I'm like,
litter.
man, I don't be wanting to just do cleanups. Because when they come, they bring all of the stuff, but they take it with them.
Yeah.
But I'm like, when y'all leave, like I still need these tools, so I ended up getting my own tools.
Shout out to Brother John because he is responsible for tons and tons of trash being picked up throughout Child's Parking in the city. And if you don't know, if you look, the neighborhood is just a little bit cleaner.
Yeah.
Because of for real, you don't notice it because the trash ain't there.
Yeah.
It ain't there because somebody picked it up. Somebody put that couch into a big ton trash can.
Yeah.
And it's not there for people to mess up and whatever. Thank you, my brother.
Oh man, I appreciate that. That wasn't where I was going with that, but I appreciate it. I take it. All right, ask Qiana.
Okay.
It's brought to you by OCGC.coop. So if you'd like to learn more about the One Community Grocery Co-op, shout out to Erica Hardison. She was on the panel last night too.
Sure was.
And did a wonderful job. Yeah. Tamisha Darling, Trevor Mallory. Yeah. Okay. Well, we got to make sure we have time. We leave time. So OCGC.coop. Dear Qiana, I've been divorced for 9 years. Before that, I was a stay-at-home mom raising 4 children. I had an in-home business, and most of the money went to our family's needs. My husband became an alcoholic 12 years into our 20-year marriage. After we divorced, my 2 daughters abandoned me because I received spousal support from their father. Whenever I let them know how much I miss them, the only answer they give is that they will resume a relationship when I stop, quote, taking the money. My younger daughter and I were close for years after divorce. Then all of a sudden, everything changed and she ceased all communication. I used to have a wonderful relationship with both. They have since blocked communication with me and moved far away from me and their father. They just sick of them. I would love that wasn't in the letter. I would love to have a relationship with them, but everything is a dead end. If you're wondering, yes, the money is used for living expenses and help, etc. Any advice for how to remedy this would be appreciated.
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
It is, huh?
Why is it tough?
Dun, dun, dun.
One is because you should get your spousal support.
Okay.
Get your money. 2 is if you needed to take care of yourself, so your kids want you to be homeless, and let's say you stop. No.
Kids don't want you to be homeless, but
let's say
they don't want you to take the money either.
They want to take you to but if you stop taking the money, are they gonna let you move in with them? And then now they're dictating your personal life. Your relationship with them don't have nothing to do with where your money is coming from.
Okay.
And so this sounds like manipulation and control to me. Yes. If you're telling me I'm not gonna talk to you.
Nah, I just thought about it because she said they was cool and then something happened, and not only by the kids, but what's Pop's role in this?
Right,
But yeah.
but I'm gonna tell you. So when you're looking at it, it's something deeper than this money that's going on, because she's not talking to either one of y'all.
Yeah.
The kids said, "Forget all y'all." So it sounds like, and I mean, from the letter, it was a
they
really
have since blocked communication with me and moved far away from me and their father.
It's a lot more than money, and it sounds like they was raised, and y'all relationship might have been very toxic in this household.
You think so?
I mean, they didn't say it. I'm just assuming.
Yeah.
I ain't talking to you right now, and I ain't talking to Pop.
Yeah.
They did something to them kids.
They did. So,
I mean, that's how we talk about it. They did something. Like we don't even. I love us, boy. He just cut to the chase. They ain't what?
really,
Now
really
one
need
on? No, they did something to them kids.
But it's really hard when you're
That's tough,
trying
though.
when you're trying to mend a relationship with somebody. You have to do the work yourself. Right. And you have to figure out what is the root of the problem, because usually what they're telling you is just a surface level of what it is. It's something else deeper. And then if you really want a relationship with them, you have to keep on trying. And eventually they will. Just like any child, if you see mama, I want to go to McDonald's, mama, and you be like, no. No, they ask enough. Eventually you end up kind of breaking down.
That's true.
So if you really
not you, they'll never weigh you down. No,
he's totally lying to him. I done seen him break down to him.
Him and Jair? No, him and Jair, they locked. Well, I done seen them locked.
And he always knows.
Did I see him? No, we ain't gonna be. It's not about you, Mr. Edmond. But Jair, he wear you. That boy, that's tough.
He said his kids challenge him. But if you really want a relationship with them, at the end of you're gonna
Mr.
have
Edmond
to be.
is a great father too.
Yeah, he is. You have to be consistent and persistent,
Yeah.
right? And if you can't worry about what their response is going to be, because you're not doing it for them, you're doing it for you. And if it's about you, then you got to keep on knocking on that door.
I hear that. Love that. That's great advice. Miss Debbie, what are your thoughts on the Ask Qiana? Go ahead and grab that. Bring it to you.
I definitely agree with you. And the reason why is because, first of all, life is too short. Mothers go through some stuff. But one of the things that mothers have to do is humble themselves, even though you know your children are supposed to respect you. But like you said, something else is going on there.
Yeah.
You know, but sometimes I have to put my big panties on and say to my daughter, I am so sorry that I am not the mother that I thought that I could be for you.
Wow.
And it takes a lot to apologize, but it also takes a lot to keep your family going.
Yeah.
And you got to give. And I mean, life is too short. I know so many people who left this world, and later on the kids regret the fact that they never had an opportunity to listen to their mother apologize or apologize to their mother. And to me, it's so stupid to waste that kind of time. It's because you can never get it back.
And you know what?
Yeah.
You
never
see
get
it.
it back.
You see it when people be like, I don't talk to my mom. I don't talk to that. And I don't care. You know what I mean? But you can hear it. No. But you hear it in their voice that they do.
They do care.
At the end of the day, nobody do not want to have a bad relationship with the people who brought you in this world.
Yeah.
I don't care what scars and how harsh it was. There's still something there that you keep. That's why people keep on giving people chances, because these are the people who gave you life.
Yeah.
And you know, and then it's a hard burden. Like this thing, when you have to cut your parents off.
Regret ain't no
That's
joke.
tough. Yeah.
You know, but like you say, parents, we do everything at the time we thought was right.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know that, and we make mistakes throughout there. And it's okay to say that, like,
and I'll give balance to it. Even when you did something that wasn't right, you did it for the right reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm like, okay, I know this may not be the right thing to do, but I got a real good reason why, like, I gotta take this position. I gotta do this thing.
And even if you didn't, we're all human. Let's say you made the wrong decision, and let's say you know that you was being spiteful at this point, but you was trying to teach a lesson because we're human. This is what happens. You did it. We move on. I can apologize for it. This is life.
Yeah.
Nobody is perfect, but you have to give people grace.
Yeah.
Absolutely grace. And we don't pick our parents.
And
not only that,
us.
And a lot of times,
and our parents don't pick us.
For real. And
vice
versa. The truth. But as speaking from a mother's point of view, even if your daughters don't ever speak to you again, you have to know in yourself you did the best that you could do under the circumstances. You may not have the tools to be that best parent.
Yeah.
But you still gotta live with yourself.
That's right.
And your daughters gotta know the same thing. They gotta know that they were the best daughters they could be under the circumstances. We don't know what the circumstances are. Yep. However,
we don't know. So on the flip side, you might have been a horrible parent.
Oh.
Right? Let's say you may have been a horrible parent.
Okay.
You might have been nothing. No, we really can't. And so,
Karen, what's good?
And don't make no excuses about being a bad parent. There are some good. There's some people out there that don't deserve.
And that's how you grow
to have children,
right?
Yeah.
And you know what? And you're. But when you talk about that, don't say, "Oh well," because you'll hear bad parents who realize they were bad say, "I gave it to God and He forgave me, so I don't really care." I done heard that so many times from parents, so if they forgive me, I don't care.
We do got to have a whole show about this. Yes. I'm making a note here.
And no.
Because you're right.
And and so hurt people, right? And so when you're a child and you see your friends with good parents, or what it looks to be, because what happened is people have images of what they wanted their life to be. And what it is. And so they put you on this imaginary stool of what they feel like you should have been to them. And unfortunately, you couldn't be that.
Yeah.
So we'll really
that's right. So yes, thank you for that letter. Thank you for sending that in. I appreciate that. If you would like to send in an Ask Qiana letter, you can put it in the inbox of the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. And please don't use profanity. We get some. Well, they be writing some stuff, and I have to clean it up. So if y'all could make them radio ready when y'all send y'all letters.
When we got the letter that sounded like it was about a dude complaining about his mama cooking.
It was a girl.
No, I'm just saying. We just thought.
Oh yeah. Oh
that when the guy,
you were supposed to come back to it.
No.
Yeah, we was. I said I was.
But you know what I'm talking about? The guy who
that was Monday.
The veggies or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but now when it sounds like it's a woman, she get all kind of grace. I'm just.
So you highlighting the double standard? Is that what you're doing?
Yes, but I agree. I absolutely agree with both of the double standards. So I'm gonna be fair. I ain't just gonna throw this on you because I agree with it.
But it sounds a little different.
Yeah.
Monday. Okay. And the only thing that's changed is the gender of the person. They
never said what the gender was.
Okay.
But we feel this is a woman, and we feel
no. She said her daughters. And and then two, this is a different scenario because this person is living in the house with the parents and trying to do, but I went back and kind of processed and talked to some people about this. Viewer, if you're listening to sit down and you can express to your parents about your needs and your wants in the house.
So this some amended device for
but no, and for the last one. Okay, you're right.
So right, you can express, but expressing needs to be in a respectful manner. And no, just because you heard doesn't mean that it's gonna change.
And know your place.
Right.
Why you thank you. That's a great correction.
Okay, cool. And I wish we can give more context, but we just don't have time. But Yubi said you can't give to God the responsibility that He gave you. So that whole I'm gonna give it to God, it's like He gave it to you. So you have to trying to give it back.
No, you really
I want you to be right. This is your trial, right? This is your test. Like,
dang, that sounds like son, brother John Hill. I gave it to you after I
really want to.
that do happen.
I really want to go into
I'm
that
spotting you.
conversation because we rarely talk about the bad parents.
Yeah.
No, we got it.
And they are some bad parents. So we'll talk about that on Monday. Yeah. Bad parents do exist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we believe in bad parents, you know, that are out there that, you know, but you don't have to remain a bad parent. If you are a bad parent, you
and that's
like,
why we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, there's ways that you can come out of it. There's, you know, resources and support.
I was a good parent. I think I was horrible with my first couple kids.
Yeah, you think so? Yeah. Always, yeah.
I just wasn't as good as I could be.
Yeah.
You was at a different stage in your life.
Yeah, I was about that life off rip because my daddy didn't raise me. So
yeah.
Final thoughts.
Man, we gotta have, because I got more I want to say on that too, but we just don't have time.
Final thoughts. Tomorrow there is a home counseling service meeting. 1600 MLK is free to attend. All homeowners will receive a $50 gift card. And this is home counseling, helping you stay in your home, helping you transition and pass your home on to your family without taxes. Like all the tips we didn't learn in school. And it's Neighborhood Home Solutions. This Saturday at 10 a.m. to 12. You get a free $50 gift card for attendance. Every homeowner in attendance.
So basically, they're paying you $25 an hour to get educated
for what they didn't teach us in school.
Right. So get $25 an hour.
1600 MLK Neighborhood Home Solutions. I will be there. Let me know if you're coming. I'm buying coffee and cakes.
All right, right on. Miss Debbie, final thoughts.
May 4th. May the 4th be with you.
Right on.
Tampa Bay Chalk Festival. Come out. We're looking for families to come out and register with us. You can register online. You can register on that day. We're looking for everybody to come out. Just come out, have a great time. Visit the Pinellas Diaspora Arts Project website so that you can see what events that we have going on in the community. Our events are free. We want to bring art where it's not.
Right on. And then you can go to tbaff.com for more info, right?
Absolutely.
That's T like Tampa Bay.
The Tampa Bay, you can type in Tampa Bay Chalk Festival. That's our website. It'll come up, pop. It is an orange site. You go on there and register and just see what we do.
Right on. I just want to say, man, I'm grateful. Like I'm really in a space of gratitude. I appreciate like the team. I appreciate the work, appreciate the support, the love. People that's doing something positive in the community. I appreciate y'all, man, my family. Like I'm just really in a grateful space. Sometimes I get so overwhelmed with gratitude, man, that it's just like I feel it. And I'm having one of those moments right now where I just appreciate y'all. Another shout out to Mr. Edmond for the great work of last night with that Southside Economic Conference, man. And just seeing you in your element and you know, knowing how these things come about and then to see the product. That's the other part. That's the beauty of it, right? Like we talk about artists, this community organizing is an art form. And so to see like, okay, here's the vision that I have in my head. Here's what I want to do. And then just watch you go through that process, you know, consulting, arguing, fussing, all the stuff we do. But to see it, the product of it, man, I really appreciate that, brother. I went home feeling real good last night, just about the whole thing, like the content, the panelists and the information and the organizing and you creating and curating that space, man. So hats off, a salute to you, brother. And everybody who pitched in to help and everybody who always helps and supports the work that we do. So thank y'all. It is. You can watch the replay. Yep.
It is.
Yeah. Finna get real sporty with it. Qiana rolling her eyes. Qiana, it's 9:00. You got 30 seconds.
Y'all already know. Be the change you want to be and see. Write down those 5 things.
Yeah.
Mr. Hughes is
up next.
Right.
Make you lose your shoes. And shout all around the house.
This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
I'm your brother John.
I'm Qiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Ed.
And we out. Y'all have a great weekend. Ed, I see you, man. Thank you. Y'all.
Chris Hayes on Monday night and going around the country with your book. Journalist and author Ari Berman, his new book, Minority Rule. The right-wing attack on the will of the people and the fight to resist it. Voting rights correspondent for Mother Jones Magazine. I'm Amy Goodman.